And in Nollywood, rising filmmaker Chuko Esiri speaks about his high-flying new movie, Eyimofe, co-directed alongside his twin brother, Ari.
The way we live this world is very important. Very, very important.
Nigerian film Eyimofe, a feature directorial debut for twin brothers Chuko and Esiri, has been on the big roll within the international movie space. It premiered at the prestigious Berlinale in 2020 to rave reviews and earned a nomination in the Best First Feature category. It also picked up impressive prizes and feats in other top platforms, including BFI London Film Festival, Vancouver International Film Festival, among others.
Yes.
Everything there is complete. So when you're ready to apply for the visa, you can come.
Overseas. Hell, pay for your visas.
One of the surprising things was how connected the people felt to the characters, and this idea of wanting what is best for you and what is best for your family is something that's shared by everybody on this planet. It's what we're here. It's why we exist, really, looking for purpose, looking for destiny. And the other thing that was very surprising for us was how taken by the city people were. You know, I always tell the story of we had some friends that watched the film in September. This is 2019, and then they came here for New Year's that same year. So that was probably the most surprising thing, is people found themselves very curious about the city and the way it worked, and they wanted to see it for themselves. They'd seen it in the film, they wanted to see it for themselves. Much like how if you watch a film that takes place in America or in New York or in Chicago, you're like, oh, I'd like to see that place someday. So those were two things that really struck us.
After its final premiere in Nigeria, Chuko, who wrote and co-directed the movie, hosted a screening session to critics and shared details about the inspiration for the movie, which he started writing about 9 years ago.
You sure say you know us? Engineer, I'm talking to you now. How can you do a thing like that? Eh?
I started writing it about 9 years ago, but the story really came from my moving back and my re-engaging with Nigeria and my thinking about moving abroad. It was all those thoughts and all those ideas, and also just the general state of things, and also just curious about the common person here, and about the day-to-day struggles and strife in life. And, it doesn't matter where you live in this country. You run up against some of the issues we have. I'm pretty sure NEPA takes light at Aso Rock. You know what I mean? But so it's all these things coming in together. And like I said, as a creative, you have something in you want to say. I wanted to say something about Nigeria, and so that's why I wrote it. And then my brother and I put it together in the medium of film.
Hell, pay for your visas. And I need to know that if you're still going to travel, that I will get my money back.
So everything now will cost you 50,000. You don't have a letter of invitation. You don't get employment. And my guys are going to pay to do these things for me. So later, you text me your details on WhatsApp. WhatsApp.
What's this, please?
It's tofu. You don't like it?
Relax. What's your name?
Grace.
Oh, Grace. Grace.
Ari is more visually inclined than I am, whereas I'm more literary based. So it's filling in each other's spaces. So on set, for example, Ari was very much with camera, very much with the cinematographer, very much setting up shots and frames. And I was more with the actors, talking about the scene, talking about performances. But then we would meet in the middle and exchange notes. He would say, this is what I'm thinking, this is what I'm thinking. And then we'd come to an agreement. But it was always that way. We could split ourselves in two, and we would meet at the end of the day. He read every single draft I wrote 14 drafts, he read every single one. He was the one that said we should cast Jude in this role. Because in the script, he's actually a younger man. When we were doing auditions, he saw every single tape. He's the one that picked the cinematographer. He's the one that negotiated a lot with Kodak for the film and organized that stuff. So we could split ourselves in two. We had different responsibilities, But it was always at the end of our days, hey, this is what I've done, this is what I'm thinking, this is what I've done, this is what I'm thinking, and then we put it together.
Your father is not a greedy man. Legally, her property is to be shared among the family.
I will die before he touch that one.
The movie followed two characters, Mofe, played by acclaimed UK-based Nigerian stage and screen actor Jude Akudike, and Rosa, embodied by Tammy Amy Williams, as they strive to get the proverbial greener pasture and foreign shores.
You didn't change your mind, Abby?
No, ma.
Okay. Now, you will take an oath before the baby is born. But I want you to swear that you'll give it to me.
The baby?
Yes.
Okay.
Eh?
I swear.
Swear on this.
In its opening week at the Nigerian cinemas, it grossed just over ₦1 million, a reflection that it is not of the much-loved romantic comedy genre in the country.
I swear I'll give you my baby.
I think if you set out with the intention of making a big film, you're not really making a film. The intention is to tell a story. The intention is, as an artist, as a writer, is you have something in you want to express, and you go and do it. And the world will take it the way the world will take it. But the only thing you can control how much effort and how hard you work. I can control that. I can't control how people receive the film. You know, when Fela started making music, I don't think he was making music with the specific plan of being a global star. He made music because he had something, he had a talent, a gift, and he had things he wanted to say, and he had a voice, and that's the only thing that was important to him. And likewise, as filmmakers, the only thing that you have to concentrate on what you can control. I can control the story I'm telling. I can control how much of myself I pour into a film, and the world will respond the way the world will respond.
A graduate of law before venturing into the theatre and later filming, the mophead sports a peculiar kind of dreadlocks that is gradually becoming a signature.
I just started letting it growing one day, and it continued to grow. I've had it for 3 years at this point. My mother's not best pleased, but what are you going to do about it?
The way we live this war, is very important. Very, very important. If you are burying someone, it's good to show people that they were loved, that the lives they lived mattered.